Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings and pick a cards. Today we're doing a pick a card reading, a look into your energy. We're just taking a little snapshot. I just got this new deck. It's called the Zodiac Tarot. I'm like obsessed with it, so I wanted to just like use this reading. Do this reading just so I could use this deck. So we're gonna just do a quick one because I have work tonight, but we're just going to take a little look at what your current energy is, how it could be affecting your love life and career, and whatever advice you would need. So go ahead and pick a card. I'm just going to call it piles, but pile 1, the green card, pile 2, the orange, and pile 3, the pink. Pause the video if you need to, and I will see you at your pile. All right, guys, so if you chose pile 1, the green card here, this is going to be your reading to see, I'm just going to cleanse this deck really quick. This is going to be your reading to see what is going on with your energy like right now. So let's see what this card is. It says, sometimes success is scarier than failure because it brings actual change to our lives. Okay, I'll put that there. And let's just see. So with that card, I mean, clearly I'm getting a sense of like holding yourself back, self-sabotage, something like that, where you're kind of like okay with you're not okay with the status quo. It's like almost like you want to move on, but you're scared to move on to something new, or move on to the next thing. Oh, look, I just cut to the 9 of Swords. Yeah, so let's see what we get here. But I would hazard a guess that you're kind of blocking yourself off from something potentially good. It's like you don't really know, and I think that's the scary part. So yeah, it's like, even if it is good though, I'm getting like there's this sort of like looming fear of like, oh, but like then it could go bad or something like that. So let's just see what we get. We're going to get 3 cards for your overall energy. So tap me into the energy of pile 1. What is the current overall energy that they're in general right now? What is their overall energy? Okay. We have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're blocking yourself off. You're keeping yourself chained. Let's see. We have the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Maybe because of some past. That's way too many. All right, hello. That's like a million cards. Let me just get 2 more for pile 1. What is their current energetic snapshot? Oh. We have the 4 of Wands and the 9 of Swords again coming out. All right, and then I have the Moon on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of fear energy present here. There's a lot of mental anguish, or I think it is turning into anguish. Okay, so I'm seeing a very clear story here. I'm seeing a person that is very, again, used to the status quo of maybe being cut off from their emotions, from whatever this 4 of Wands is representing here. This 4 of Wands is showing 2 people kind of getting down. Looks like they're dancing. I actually love this 4 of Wands because it's supposed to be like a party, and they like literally look like they're like dancing and whatever, like in the nighttime. But anyway, it's like, it's almost like they can, do you see how this person is like, sorry, it almost looks like they're looking there, but obviously they have a blindfold on, but it's almost like they can sense that something would be like very good, like a celebration. Like the 4 of Wands is like a celebration, fun times, like a party. It could even be like a wedding or something like that, you know, but it's like any kind of like happy event. It could be like a christening. Like it doesn't have to be like a romantic thing, but just like happy times, good times, like, and it's like maybe there is something in your life that is like representative of this for you, whether it is like another person, whether it is just like being more social and going out more and like kind of cultivating a more social energy for yourself, because I'm getting a lot of like isolation energy from these, and the Moon here on the bottom of the deck. It's almost like I'm getting that this could be an emotional connection only because the moon is here and it's highlighting emotion. Although the world is underneath that. So I think this is like an issue that translates to your life as a whole, if I'm being honest, where you're kind of afraid to try. And then I think, like I was saying, there's like an energy of sabotage a little bit where you're kind of like afraid of the goodness because it might bring the badness and you end up sabotaging it and then feeling guilty afterwards. Because the Eight of Swords is more so just about being stuck, and the Nine of Swords brings up that anguish and that guilt and those feelings of like regret and guilt and like I messed everything up. Like, see here, it's like almost like you're trying to look at it here, like even though you have a blindfold on. Here it's like you're facing away, like covering his like face, his eyes with his hands, like the shame, like it's like shame and guilt, you know, all that lovely, you know, stuff, all that lovely gunk. So I feel like that's a clear. But what's good here is that at the heart of this reading, there is the Four of Wands. There is this potentiality for like joy. Is potentiality a word? I don't know. Anyway, there's this like potential for joy and like good times and stuff like that. And like, it seems to be a sort of like mental loop that you're stuck in that's kind of keeping you from like having this in your life. So yeah, like, and what I'm seeing here is like, I love that this is like the Zodiac Tarot. So it has like all these like astrology symbols on them, which I'm not like proficient in them all. This is saying, this is like a Mars in... Ooh, Gemini. Mars and Gemini. Oh, I have a Mars and Gemini. That's so funny. Anyway, and this is like Venus and Aries. So I feel like when you have like a Mars and Gemini, it's like, it's tough to keep, because Mars is like your drive and your like, kind of like your masculine energy, like that keeps you moving forward, like your sex drive even, like, you know, it's like your anger, like it's like all those like kind of like more masculine qualities. But in Gemini, it's tough to, it makes sense that like it would be representative of the Nine of Swords because it's like, you know, Geminis, well, they're known for being two-faced, but like I don't really necessarily look at it that way. I look at it more of like you have like a split mind where it's like your mind's like fighting with itself, and so it's hard to get that like stability to keep moving forward, that motivation to keep moving forward. And even the Four of Wands is like a very stable fire energy. So it's like your energy is very scattered, I would say. It's not like stabilized or something. Even here with the moon, it's like confusion. It's like the waves, one wave's taking you this way, the other wave's taking that way. Like even your emotions are split. You see how like one fish is going this way, one fish is going that way. This is a Piscean energy, which again is very like excessive daydreaming, where it's like you're just like caught up in like your mental body. Whereas like with the Four of Wands, that's more of like an action energy. So I feel like that's what you need to do. You need to start doing things. Like not this, if you're like scared of whatever this is representative for you. It doesn't even have to be an actual person. It could just be the idea of like trying to find like these happy times for yourself again. Like a love or like a friend group or whatever it is. If you're not able to like actually like do that yet, I mean, just at least maybe trying to get used to the idea of it. And just trying to like, I don't know, like find like the fun in your own life, like on your own a little bit, and just, you deserve to have good things in your life. I feel like, I don't know if it's that you don't believe that you deserve them or what is really going on here, but we'll look deeper into it. So let's just look at your love and career and then we'll get advice. But clearly, if I had to characterize like this energy, like you're holding yourself back because you're afraid of change. Like I think you're, I don't know, like I was saying, there's like an isolation energy. So maybe you're just like afraid of having people in your life that you feel would try to control you. It's almost like, because this is Venus in Aries, so that's like a more, like usually Aries is a very masculine energy. It's ruled by Mars, and Venus is the opposite of that. So I feel like a Venus in Aries is a little bit like, oh, whoa, like, you know, a mismatch of energy in a way where it's almost like this Mars energy should be like driving forward, and like it's like a Venus in Aries, so it kind of like softens it down a little bit, and makes it seem maybe like your person, or not your person, maybe you, I'm not doing a love reading, I'm doing a fucking you reading, sorry. Maybe you are like, maybe you are an Aries, but like maybe like you have like that mentality of like that fiery, like masculine energy. You seem to be a very mental person. Like, you know, masculine energy is like all fire and air. And that's what we have here. So it's like when this Venus energy is like coming in, I feel like it feels very uncomfortable to you to have like a soft, like loving energy. Even though it might feel good, it also feels scary in your mind. So you got to like maybe figure out like how to allow like more softness into your life or something like that. But let's look at career. Thank you. We have the Queen of Pentacles and love life. That's 2. I don't know. That's 4. Okay. What's going on with pile one's love life right now based on this energy? We have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I guess I'll just keep it because it came out together like that. It tricked me. All right, so we have 2 queens here. So interesting, maybe, and well, I was also going to get one of these, so let me just do this quick too. And we can look at the picture as a whole. What's going on for pile one's career? It's too many. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have the 11th house. Friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. I'm just going to do that. And for their love life, mutable, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Interesting. So maybe, I guess let's start with your love life, but I feel like in your love life, oh look, and we have the 8th house on the bottom, transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. So I feel like you maybe have this opportunity with this Queen of Wands here, like for at least a more exciting love life for yourself, or like this could represent a person coming in that is like very exciting, like energy for you to like connect with or whatever, because it seems like sometimes success is scarier than failure. It makes you think that you want this to work out, you want to welcome this change, but it's like you can't, because it's like this ingrained pattern in your brain is just like popping up to be like, no, like this, every time you feel this way it goes bad. And it's like, that's what you have to understand too, is that like when it comes to like trying to like dig through the confusion of like your heart versus your mind, is that your mind is always going to be coming from a place of like self-protection. Like, oh my God, I felt like loving feelings for somebody one time and it turned out horrible and it was the worst pain of my life. Stop this, stop this. Like, it's very like compelling. Like, you know, it has very compelling arguments. Like, you know, it makes sense to you, like when they're saying it. And it makes you think that maybe like, oh, like maybe I should be, listening to this voice because it's trying to tell me something. And it's like, kind of like that battle between like intuition and fear. You know, where like I've heard like so many people say it, where like intuition whispers but like fear screams or whatever, shouts, whatever, however they say it. If it's loud and clear, it's probably fear. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's, your fears are so loud because it's just, I think that ultimate, what's the word? Like, it, like self-protection is like our mind's ultimate goal. And Aries is all about the self, and this Venus energy is more about like loving others. So again, it's like that warm energy trying to infiltrate this Aries energy. And it's like, hey, like I never said I was okay with this. Look at this imagery is like very similar. It's like, it's almost like the 2 hands or whatever. It's like, I feel like there is some sort of an opportunity here, but it's almost like you feel like you're letting it slip through your fingers. And I feel like you're feeling regret about it. Like it's, I've lost it now because I couldn't open up to it or something. As far as your career, I feel like you have a lot of potential here as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. I kind of want to clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. What is Queen of Pentacles energy for career? All right, they fall on the floor. We got the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, and then the Two of Pentacles. So maybe there's some sort of like emotional decision that you have to make about work or something like that, where maybe you have an opportunity to take like another job or something, or it's like you're like-minded groups. Maybe you're realizing that you're not vibing with your job the same way as you used to, or something like that. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to figure something out in relation to your career. Like, maybe should I stay or should I go? Like, should I, but it doesn't even have to be like that. Should I just like call a meeting to discuss the things I'm unhappy about, or just change my approach here? Maybe in your job or something, like you're having, I feel like maybe issues with the people that you work with or something, and you're trying to figure out if you should just like take the high road or just like look for another job or something like that. So I feel like there's something about taking like a softer approach in your career, where I feel like you're trying to figure out if where you're at is like aligned. Like, I feel like you have figured it out that maybe either it does or it doesn't align with where you are. And there's this whole thing about success is scarier than failure, because maybe you're afraid to look for like another job because you're like afraid you might get it, and then like it would be very uncomfortable for you to have to go through this change. So I feel like this is mostly about your, because this was such a clear message and this was like a little bit, but maybe there's some sort of like love triangle going on here with these three queens that we have. We have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Well, no, you know what I think it is though? I think it's Spirit trying to have you like get into this more feminine energy in order to make your decisions based on that. And not just on that, but to allow this feminine energy to come in and be a factor. Like, it's like the Four of Wands energy, the Venus and Aries. It's like a masculine and a feminine energy, like both of these. I feel like that's why we have three oh my god, three queens coming through. So I think that's what Spirit is saying, is like whatever your issues are in love or career, like try to like allow your feelings into the decision making process. I'm gonna put these away, but we know what they said. Like try, and I'm gonna put this away too. Try to allow your feelings into the decision making process in order to like let go of some of this anguish. So let's get some advice for you guys, pile one. Okay, I'm just going to take those. It says you're a creator. Create your mood, create your day, create some love in the world. So especially if you're in this energy right now, Spirit's like you can like create a different kind of a day for yourself. You can get up out of this bed, make it, dust off those shelves, pick up those dirty clothes from the floor. Like, I don't know, like even if your room is spotless, you can get up, go get a cup of coffee at the cafe, eat a bagel, and just remember how beautiful life really is, you know, like while you're here. We have, you feel what you feel right now, and later you'll feel something else. It's all temporary. So definitely keep that in mind if you're in this Nine of Swords energy. It's just a feeling. Don't fight it. That's a lot of the times, like when these feelings come up, we make them bigger in our minds and they last longer because we're fighting it and pushing it down. Whereas if we just let it come to the surface, this mutable energy, just it would ebb away. It would slip through your hands like that. You know what I mean? You would have a big, you know, cup of water in your hands, and slowly it would just ease out and you would feel like cleansed, and it would be like a cathartic experience, and then it would be gone. You know what I mean? And you'd feel like more like yourself again. Get organized. Prep your meals or put your outfits together for the week. Yeah, I had a feeling. Just kidding. Mental stress tip. Imagine the dense energy of your mind trickling into your body. Take a breath, stretch, and shake your shoulders. Again, this is out of your mind into your body. Like, just get up and do 10 jumping jacks. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like you go do this whole gym routine. We have meditation prompt. Who am I? Who have I always been? Look to your childhood. I think this is, again, about you being in a hyper masculine energy and realizing that this feminine energy maybe was a part of your past, just like that softer, loving energy. And maybe just like look into that and just see. Sometimes people put you in a box and think they know you, but have no idea of the true depth of your soul. And even sometimes you do that to yourself. So I think that's what's kind of like the message is here. Don't let anyone use your past to invalidate who you are today. You grew, you're not a hypocrite. and don't live the same year 100 times and call it a life. Yeah, and this is tying in very nicely with this. Sometimes success is scarier than failure, because that's what life is. Life is about experiencing new experiences, taking the risk sometimes to see like, ooh, like, is this going to be good or no? Like, how do you know until you try? So don't be afraid. Like, you might find something really cool, or you might find, like, tell your fear-based mind here, you might find another scary thing that you'll like know how to avoid in the future. You know what I mean? That's how sometimes I see these Nine of Swords. It's like, we're like, oh, this, and this happened to me. But it's like, if you look at it differently, like, oh, this is like the knowledge that I have. I know how to avoid this, and this. It's like, you can like get up out of bed and be like, all right, like, I'm on the lookout. Like, I know what's going on. It's not saying you should just throw all your fears to the side, because fear does exist for a reason. Take them into account, but you know, like, it seems like you've been around the block a few times. You've been through some shit, so you already know. And if something feels right to you, you already know. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next one. All right, bye. Sip of my coffee. Ooh. Oh. All right. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 2, this orange card, inspiration can spring up out of nowhere. This is going to be a reading to see what is going on in your energy, like right now. What's your energetic snapshot? What is going on with pile 2? I just have to do a quick cleansing. I can't see. Okay. Just cleanse those cards really quick and myself. Ooh. Okay. All right, guys. So pile 2, all the people that chose pile 2, inspiration can spring up out of nowhere. It makes me think that you've kind of been in a funk. Maybe you've been slacking a little bit. Maybe, or even that you have a problem that you haven't been able to solve. So you're kind of stuck with that. Like, there's some sort of creative blockage where, like, some solution or some new idea or some motivation even is kind of like blocked off from you right now, and you've maybe been in a little bit of a funk. But I think Spirit is saying, like, don't lose hope, because bam, you could just get inspired when you least expect it. Okay, so let's see, what is pile 2's current overall like energetic snapshot? Okay, we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, all right. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, very, very cool. So we have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you seem to be in a very good energy. This is a very feminine energy. Cups and Pentacles are feminine energy. I feel like at the heart of this reading, we have the 10 of Pentacles. You're in a very stable energy here. I feel like with the inspiration can spring up out of nowhere, that you've kind of been like all work and no play or something like that. And you're kind of missing that more, like, I don't feel like this is necessarily a problem that you have to figure out. I feel like this is more of like, get ready, like you're in a good vibe and like some other good shit is about to just like be offered to you or something like that. I feel like you've been really, I feel like you've been focusing like on your family and on your same-sex friendships or something, because I like the 2 of Cups is like a romantic card, but I feel like in this it's like 2 women. They just look like they're like clinking glasses, like they're out for a drink or something like that. Like, woo, like So maybe you've really like, you're kind of having like a bromance, or like, but you know, if whether you're a girl or a guy, but like, you know, with like, maybe you have like a new friend or something that's like really just like, making you feel just very emotionally satisfied or something like that. And just, I feel like maybe it could even be like trickling. I just feel like you're in such a good vibe that you're attracting friendships, you're attracting money and stability, and you're attracting new opportunities that you haven't even seen yet. So I feel like this is like a positive message of like, yo, things are about to like really like pop off and like take off for you. I feel like with the Page of Cups energy being here, and then we have the Two of Pentacles underneath that, I feel like you've put a lot of work into balancing yourself emotionally, remaining giving, remaining steady, juggling a lot of different things. And I feel like keeping like this more childlike curiosity, sort of an energy of like, what's going to be next? Like a very hopeful kind of an energy with the Page of Cups. I feel like you've learned how to like nurture yourself and to give this love to yourself. Your cup is very full here. You're very in tune with your intuition, and you're very in tune with what's best for you, and you're able to like weed out what's not, and sort of like more so gravitate towards the people that are good for you and that like really fulfill you emotionally. So this is cool. Let's look at your career and your love life. I did it the other way around. Let's just do it like that. Okay. So for pile two's career, what do we need to know right now? Three of Pentacles. All right, cool. And for pile two's love life, what do we need to know right now? Death. Okay. With the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So let's get these. I feel like I almost want to do it like that so it looks even. For pile two's career. Okay, that's way too many. What do we have here? Oh, okay. We have Aries energy. Independence, bravery, and passion. Okay. And then for I just almost said Aries. For pile two's love life, what is the energy coming through? We have a Neptune, dream and transcend. Okay. With Virgo energy on the bottom, integrity, reverence, and service. So what I'm getting from this is that your love life is kind of on hold right now. There's like this death energy, but I'm getting, it says dream and transcend. I feel like it's more so I'm getting that there isn't like a whole lot going on right now, and that you're just really trying to like stay in a positive energy about it, or that like dream and transcend, like you're trying to like, maybe you're doing like manifesting work on it, like for example, like where you're trying to like just be in a good vibe about love, and just like dream about it and like hope about it. I was just getting that song, Johnny Angel, I dream of him and me. And how it's gonna be. Other fellas asked me out for a date. But that's what I think, like, you kind of, what I'm getting from this is that you are waiting for the real thing, like for something very substantial. You're not just accepting any offers here. You're like, listen, like, get out of here with that offer. Like, I'm not interested. Like, I have like my people around me. I don't need to just like, you know, settle for somebody that's not like the real deal here, unless, you know, like just to like, I don't know, comfort me on my lonely nights. Like, I'm fine. Like, I will wait for something real. Like, I only want it if it's real. I feel like you have no problem, like, with the death thing. Just kind of like, no, I'm not interested. And like, kind of like, I almost see this as like this offer and like this being you. And you're like, no, I'm not interested. Like, you only want something if it's real. If it makes you feel something real. Because with Neptune and death, that's Scorpio and like Piscean energy, very watery. It's like, that's what your criteria is. It's like an emotional criteria. It's like, if you don't make me feel like to the depths of my like 8th house, like, you know, to the top of my Neptune, like, whoa, I just like hit the lamp. Sorry. Like, feel so deep from like top to bottom, like, I don't want it. Like, no, like, I'm not settling. Like, you're not settling. Like, you're like 10 of Pentacles energy. Like, this is you. You're like, I'm the 10 of Pentacles. I have my people around me. I feel like you could have like a lot of friends that are like older and younger than you because this lady has gray hair. This is like a young kid, or maybe that's just your family. You're around like a group of people where like there's like a lot of different ages or something like that. And you're just like, love getting to know different people. It's like you see the value, like you see, you find fulfillment, like really, like just being around all different kinds of people and just like loving them. Like you don't need someone to just come like validate you in a romantic way. Like you want the real thing. People that make you feel like this, but in a romantic way. And if it's not that, you have no problem. As far as your career, like, oh my God, like I feel like this is really exciting. Like this is you like in like a master boss energy here. And the fact that this Two of Cups is here, I don't know what that's about, but like, well, first of all, this could be that you have a really good relationship with your boss, or this could be that you have a really good, like, again, rapport with like your coworkers, or it could just be one specific one, but maybe an Aries. But I am getting that like you're sort of like mastering something in like your career, or even like this whole like creativity thing we were talking about, if that's something that you're doing, like where you have like a project or like an idea of like a business you want to start or something like that. This Master card, the Three of Pentacles building it up, doesn't necessarily mean that like, oh, you're gonna all of a sudden get fame and glory or something and like whatever. But yeah, we have Virgo on the bottom of the deck. So it's almost like those little details, like you're gonna be working on those little details and mastering something where you feel, again, this Ten of Pentacles energy, like you have something of value to offer the world, or you have something value to put out there, or you're just like killing it at your job and like your boss is noticing and everything is very harmonious at the workplace, I would say. Independence, bravery, and passion. I feel like with that Aries energy, again, it's almost like this sense of you feeling confident enough to take a leap and try something new. And like I was saying, inspiration can spring up out of nowhere. Maybe you weren't even looking for this inspiration. You were just kind of like doing your thing, feeling good, and you just get an idea and then you like start running with it, doing these little details and like trying to master it. But I don't know. I feel like there's a very harmonious vibe here, a very, you're in a very independent energy, but I feel like you're still open. It's a very feminine, independent energy where you're very open to like, sharing your life with somebody, but only if it's that right somebody. Like, tell me that somebody. That just like popped in my head. Aaliyah. The owl song from Dr. Dolittle. Isn't that song Dr. Dolittle? I love that movie. Fucking Chris Rock is that guinea pig? Is that is he the guinea pig? Yeah. Oh my God. This is classic. Okay. I don't know where that just came from, but it's just funny to watch. And what they had the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like this is like this death energy. Like, no, like I can tell if you're it or not. And if you ain't it, keep it moving. Like, I'm not settling for you. And I don't care. All right. So let's get some advice for you guys. Oh my God. All right, I'm not keeping those, but these cards are like going crazy. Okay. What is going on? What advice does pile 2 need? All right, I guess those did want to come out. Every word you speak or write can change your life. Choose wisely. Okay. Trust that spirit will pave the way forward once you're truly following your joy. I like feel like this card never comes out. Like I didn't even know that card existed, to be honest. Like I haven't seen that like in a while, I guess, since I wrote it. Maybe like a couple of times after that. But that's exactly what I was feeling is going on with you. You're truly following your joy, and like opportunities are kind of like coming up out of nowhere. Meditation prompt. Who am I? Who have I always been? Look to your childhood. Okay. And maybe this is something because it's coming over this career thing. So maybe that is like something that you loved when you were a kid. You'll sort of like get back into it again and be like, oh, I could actually like do this. Or even if it's just a hobby that brings you a lot of joy and sort of like changes your energy and brings in good things for you. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean it has to actually be a business that you like exchange and get money out of it. You know, it could just be something that you love to do that kind of serves to like elevate your vibration or something. Replace why is this happening with what is this trying to tell me? It is a wise thing to be polite. Consequently, it is a stupid thing to be rude. So, and then we have your life can change in 1 second. Yeah, I feel like whatever you're doing, keep doing. Again, if there's, again, that it is a wise thing to be polite. Consequently, it is a stupid thing to be rude. Maybe if you have someone like offering you something like in a romantic way, you're getting like, you have like a tendency to be like, maybe you want to be harsh because that's how you feel like, no, get away. But maybe Spirit is saying here, like, don't be rude. Maybe let someone down easier if you can. Obviously, if they're being pushy or something like that and you have to, like, you know, put the hammer down, do what you have to do. But maybe start off trying to be polite if you can. Because rejection is never fun, you know. But at the same time, you don't owe anybody anything. And sometimes, you know, you like people that don't like you back. And that's just a fact of life. And, you know, we all have been there on both sides. And it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, but maybe there could be some consequences of you being rude, and that's like a little warning coming through. Anything else here? Just got 2 more. Regardless of how filthy your past is, your future is still spotless, and revel in the differences to other people. There's only one you. So maybe you've been feeling like, I think that's what's happening here, is like you're kind of over whatever mistakes you've made in the past. You're just kind of like, you know what? Like, oh, you can't even see that. Oh, I just realized this is like, looks terrible and is not centered. Oh my God, like this whole time. All right. Wow, sorry about that. I should have like checked the camera. Bad. Anyway, but yeah, like regardless of how filthy your past is, your future is still, all right, it's like shot now. We'll do it nice for the next one. But I feel like, especially like, even if people are kind of throwing shit in your face from your past, like it doesn't get to you anymore. You're just like, you know what? Like, I know who I am. Like, I'm in this very stable 10 of Pentacles energy. I know what's good for me. I know where I've been. I know where I'm going. I know who I am. Yeah, who am I? Who have I always been? I know where I've been. I know like how I'm changing and transforming and transcending my own life and my own defects and my own fears. Like, F off. Like, you could judge me all you want. I don't care. Like, I feel like you're just in a really cool energy. So God bless. Pile 2. Keep it going. Keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like there's like some amazing things that are going to like manifest for you that you are not even like going to see coming. So God bless. Love. I wish you guys all the best, all the love and luck in the world. And if you did like this reading, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it so much. Otherwise, we are going to keep it moving on to pile 3. Just get like a little sage here. Oh, now I'm lighting the other end. Oh, well. Okay. All right. This coffee is cold. God, like, where's the middle? Hey guys. Okay. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 3 in this pink card, which says put on a little lipstick, you'll be fine. This is going to be a reading to see what your energetic snapshot is right now, what's going on in your life right now. With put on a little lipstick, you'll be fine. It's making me think that there's an easier solution to your problems than you might be seeing right now, where like you could just like tweak a few little like superficial things and you would like feel so much better about yourself. But let's see, what is your energetic snapshot right now? Even like putting a little more effort into your appearance in some way. Like, which could mean like, you know, hygiene issues. It could mean just like trying to like take the time to like, just like look good so you feel good, not like look good for other people, you know? Because like, I don't know, like I know I'm like a girly girl, and a lot of times people are like, you don't have to do that for like for that person, or you don't have to dress up, and you don't have to, and I'm like, no, 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 I want to, because like when I go all out in that arena, I feel like comfortable in my own skin, and I feel good. I feel like I'm putting my best foot forward. And sometimes people are like, no, like, you know, like sometimes, you don't need makeup or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I like makeup. Like, okay, it's my face. I want to like smear makeup on it. Like I will, like, you know, so like, even if it's like the opposite though, when people are trying to tell you like, oh, like you should be, you know, wearing makeup, you could be like, no, I feel like the most beautiful like this. So it's more about just like owning who you are, and like maybe putting a little more effort into whatever makes you feel more comfortable in your own skin. Okay. For me, it is makeup and stuff. Like it might be something different for you. Just like eating vegetables and drinking more water, and you just feel like, I'm taking care of myself. Like I'm feeling good. You know, it could be anything. So for pile 3, tap me into the energy of pile 3. What is their energetic snapshot right now? Okay. The Queen of Cups. Beautiful. The Four of Swords, a very blocked off looking Four of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, Taurus energy. You have a double water energy with the Queen of Cups. What is this, like Jupiter? Oh, I don't know what that is. What's the air signs? Gemini. It's not Aquarius. Not Gemini. Maybe Libra. Okay, so it's like Jupiter and Libra. All right, anyway, I'm just trying to like, because this is obviously the Zodiac Tarot. So we have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like maybe you're going through some sort of a loss, maybe some sort of a breakup or some sort of emotional loss. You're kind of in this like healing convalescent. How do you say that word? Where you're like, just like laying down, healing, like convalescence. I'm sorry, like it's again a word I've read or maybe heard once or twice, but don't really know. We have Taurus energy, the Hierophant energy coming through as the major arcana here. So I feel like whatever has happened has kind of affected you on like a deep level, like a deep spiritual level here. And your overall energy is, I feel like you've learned a lot from whatever situation this is, with this Five of Cups here, like whatever loss this was. I feel like it has kind of helped you to become a more strong and soft energy at the same time, if that makes sense. Where it's almost like you could be in an energy right now, like I was saying, like convalescence, and I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, and there's like, oh my God, shut up. But let's call it something else. Your lie down, okay? I don't know. I feel like you're just like almost like taking a break from like something. You're taking a break. You're trying to like almost maybe nurture yourself, and just like take care of yourself, but you're kind of like almost like on purpose blocking things off, like keeping yourself protected here. I feel like this is your energy, so maybe like you are dealing with like a Taurus, if this is like a romantic thing, or maybe it's just saying like this Taurian energy of you're kind of missing out on, like, you're keeping yourself blocked off and like missing out on like the good things in life or something like that. And even if there was some pain here, even this I think is a Taurus energy with the King of Pentacles. So it's like there's some sort of like regret here. I feel like this could be like a breakup. But I feel like it is like kind of serving to soften your energy and really get you in touch with your emotion. I feel like that's what happened. It's like it was a very emotional event or something like that. Like, because we have the Five of Cups and then we have like this double water with the Queen of Cups. So I feel like it's almost like you feel like you tried to go soft and it didn't work, and now you're going to be like doing the opposite maybe, or something like that. Like you are resting, and I feel like it's almost like you're like, see, I knew I shouldn't have done this, or something like that. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But I don't know, there's this quote in one of my decks that is like, what does it say? It's like, there's no right or wrong choice in love, because every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love, or something like that, where it's like, even when you feel like you fuck up, even when you feel like, oh, like that didn't work out because like I got rejected, a lot of times we feel like, see, that was the wrong choice, or something like that. But I feel like whatever this is referring to, it's like you going through this whole process has like really like softened you, and it's almost like you're trying to like reverse that softness or something, and like not let it continue to infiltrate your existence. Like you're like, see, this is why I wasn't like this before, or something like that. All right, let's get more like what's going on in your career. The King of Pentacles and your love life. The Knight of Wands. So okay, like maybe again there was like the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. Maybe there was some sort of like Knight of Wands character that was kind of in and out, or it was kind of playing games with you a little bit, you felt, or was maybe only interested in like a sexual aspect of the connection. I do feel like they were keeping them, I do feel like they were keeping themselves blocked off. They're wearing like a suit of armor with flames on it. That is like, you're double water here, they're double fire here. Like if this comes together, it's almost like your water energy will like put out their flames, and like their armor will be useless against you. Like their armor is useless against you, or something like that. So maybe they ran away, something like that, where they could feel like the pull of your like watery energy, but they were like, ugh, like, and they couldn't really like pull the plug in any like offer you a real commitment here. So interesting how we had those two, because only the Knight of Wands could be double fire, and only the Queen of Cups could be double water. So and we have double earth with the King of Pentacles. This is like a lot of like extreme energy. So it's almost like your emotions were felt, and now you're like channeling all your energy into work, or something like that. What's going on for your career right now? Pile 3. Mercury. Think, learn, network, and communicate. That's where all your mental energy is, for sure. And what about for your love life? What is the main energy coming through? What was that? Your Uranus radically changed. But let's see what comes out. For pile 3's love life. Okay. Sex, it was kind of like sideways. A combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, house 9, spiritual growth. So I feel like, all right, this is one of those things that's like a blessing in disguise. It seems like it's not a good thing, but really it's serving for your spiritual growth. And a lot of times we can just be like, who cares? Because like, I just want, you know, to be able to put myself out there without there being some sort of like spiritual reward. But like, you know, me with my freaking heart broken, now having to like pick up the pieces here is like annoying. So thanks so much, universe. Just kidding. Oh my god. But no, sometimes it feels like that. It be like that sometimes. Like it feels like that. Like enough already. Like I got it. Like I have to like, you know, I don't know, just, but I can't help who I'm attracted to and whatever. So it's like, thanks a lot for the lesson. But anyway, yeah, I just feel like you kind of going through some like fucked up emotions, maybe like an emotional like roller coaster, and it just seems like you're kind of getting nowhere. So you're kind of trying to channel all your energy into your career. King of Pentacles, think, learn, network, and communicate. I feel like you're maybe using work as a distraction in order to oh, or maybe like, okay, say this is like an age difference thing, where it's like a queen and a knight, where it's like a younger guy and they're like in a more fiery energy and you're in a more watery energy. Maybe now there's like a new person coming in like at work or something, that your wheels will start turning, like maybe like his earth energy will be more receptive to my water energy, or something like that. Like maybe even like an older, like say you were interested in like a younger person, now this is like a more older, he has like white hair here, and you're like, maybe I'll try my luck over here. Like, or I'm kind of getting a vibe like that of like those wheels are turning, like, or something, like, like, I don't know. So I feel like if that's the case here, but I feel like this is more so about your love life, to be honest with you. I feel like this thinking, this mental wheel turning is about a romantic situation at your job. So I don't know, but yeah, definitely there's like Taurus energy here twice. So, and Pisces energy on the bottom of the deck as well. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of like what I'm getting for you guys, that you're having some sort of like tense situation in your love life, and it's definitely like made you feel some type of way, and now you're trying, I think, to kind of like short circuit the process and like sort of move on to something else quickly. Put on a little lipstick, you'll be fine. Yeah, like a superficial fix. Okay, so I was taking it in a different way, where it's like there might be maybe this is, I'm not saying this is bad, but also keep in mind like the other side of the coin, that maybe it is just a superficial fix, and there are some other like deeper issues here that you're sort of blocking off and not wanting to feel. You're just wanting to move on and feel good again, or something like that. So if that's a pattern of yours, like kind of like a serial monogamist or something like that, like keep an eye out for that. Like, am I really into this person because I'm into them, or because they're giving me attention and it's convenient and they're here and they're willing? Like, is it really someone that sets my soul on fire? Or, you know, but maybe you're like also thinking like, okay, the last person that set my soul on fire was a little too fiery. They like, you know, poofed right out of my life. So, you know, maybe I do want something more stable and grounded, but I don't know. I think it's a question that you can only answer. I'm not here to tell you either way, but like, is this something like legit, or is this something like just a band-aid? You know what I mean? I think that's something that Spirit wants you to really think about. And it could be the real deal. It's the King of Pentacles. I mean, it's not like it's a flimsy energy. If it was like the Knight of Cups, I'd be like, all right, this person's like full of shit, maybe. Like, could be. The King of Pentacles is a very stable energy, but are they a right fit for you? That's what you need to find out. So let's get advice for you guys. Pile 3. Ooh. If you don't know what you like or want to do, I bet you know what you don't like. Make a list and think about the opposites as a starting point. So you may not even know what you want, and maybe like kind of engaging in this situation is a good way to like figure it out. Oh my God, I forgot to look at the camera again to make sure it was on point. Okay, I think I did it better this time. All right, be a savage self-lover, and anyone that don't like it can fuck off. I think I was only gonna put 2 up here. All right. A lot of pink. But I feel like this is more a time of like self-love for you, but we'll see. Even if you are dating, or even if you're like married or something like that, but it's like there's something going on about like needing to like tend to yourself or something. Don't take failure so personally. See what you can learn from it. Yeah, I do really feel like there was some sort of like ending or loss here. Make lists and plans. You don't always have to follow them, but it helps to have a reference point. Maybe kind of define for yourself exactly what you're looking for. That way, if like something like this that could just be a distraction or a mirage, it kind of like an, is that what it's called? Like when you're in the desert and like you think you see water, but it's really nothing. Like it's like a mirage. I think that's what that is. Like you can kind of reference back to like what you're looking for and what you know you're looking for, and be like, okay, this isn't it actually. Power is always in flux. The wheel is always turning. I feel like you're trying to get your power back, and to a certain degree. Start and end the day with positive thoughts about yourself. Look at all this pink. Like, I think there needs to be some heart chakra healing. This was in every reading. Who am I? Who have I always been? Look to your childhood. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like with all this pink, we also have check yourself before you wreck yourself. And don't be afraid to make a fuss if someone is violating you in any way. So if that message resonates, by all means, take it. But there's a lot of pink here, so maybe just look into some heart chakra healing instead of trying to just move on to the next thing. Maybe do the work. Maybe ask yourself a few questions. And try to like get into like the depths there. So all right guys, thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.